So I cut out the old brake caliper mount. He's down there and he's hot right now. And I'm gonna have to put this more back here because we don't seem to have any room anywhere else. That guy goes through and screws into this guy, but you can see the tolerance for that bolt to go in there and not hit the rotor is tight. We might be able to do them right there, but figuring out where that guy is going to run through the tube or wherever is going to be a little interesting. Probably gonna have to be about there. So it looks like we're probably gonna be more like a cup in this. And the length of that, since it was on here with the axle just flipped over, the only thing we did was flip it back this way. Hopefully that'll tell us that alignment that we need to weld it in right in that section. So we'll do a cup out of this, bolt it onto our caliper, set it and weld it in. And then we have to make another one that goes into this other hole here. So that should be interesting to say the least. Not exactly sure how I'm gonna do that, but do need that caliper back here for sure. The more braking power we have with this beast, probably the better.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job, and everything is gonna be okay.
So kind of got a notch here going for our caliper bolt. The caliper isn't quite square with the radius, right with the radius on it, but the pads are hitting the right spot and we'll be able to kind of match it in there right. But the big deal obviously is the squareness of the caliper to the rotor, giving us adequate spacing for the pads, making it to where they can both come in evenly. What I'm focusing on here is that those two pads are gonna sit right between that guy right there. So right kind of there, you can see that we have a nice straight space between the pads and in the rotor, and you can kind of see the crookedy I'm talking about. Is see how that is square this way but not kind of square with the way the groove of the rotor is, but it'll be fine. It's making good contact, and so that's all we need. Well, we got it out of the shop and onto the ground and used every muscle we had to lift it off that cart and set it down. We got my helmet bracket down there on the bottom, caliper, and you might be wondering what's happening with the flex truck, and that's the 16th or 17th time the windshield's gone in. We'll see if it goes in this time. Been through like 4 windshields. Been a complete pain in my assholes. So we made these brackets to extend the rear back a little bit because I don't fit. But when we get to the comfortable point, it doesn't look like a go-kart anymore. So we're kind of doing a
compromise.
A compromise, yeah. I was going to say happy medium, but I'm not going to be happy, so a compromise.
An uncomfortable compromise.
Yeah, I'm going to have to move the pedals forward, so my feet are going to have to be like more out here than back here, and we got to get rid of some of this other stuff. And we cut off the steering wheel mount, moved it up. Well, We cut off the steering wheel mount. Alright, so we got our doodads on there. We rotated the shocks. Get a little more height because I am fat. And it goes down. Need a little extra room for that. Yeah. Oh.
Help me push Kyle. Yeah. We're gonna take the round back.
I have sunglasses so I
Watch out
can't
for
see
the
where
tire.
I'm going.
Don't get your foot run over. Okay, turn about.
Oh my gosh, I've never gone so fast.
There you go.
All it takes is one job, oh yeah. All it takes is one job,